This video I'm about to post, I was really sleepy. I thought of some more things because I'm talking about the difference between aesthetics and cosmetology school. So I do a brief difference right now, but for those who want to continue with the video, thank you. If you can last, I really do appreciate you, but I was really tired, so excuse me. But anyway, so in aesthetic school, another thing that I noticed a difference between is you're dealing with living, like with hair in cosmetology, you're just dealing with the surface. You're not going into the scalp. You're not. That's what dermatologists do. So you're just dealing with the surface of the scalp. You're not going into the epidermis or the dermis. So that's your practice. With the aesthetics, you're doing the epidermis, and you're playing with the borderline between the epidermis and the dermis. There's they have a it's called the hemidemosomes, which is like the papillary layer. For those who are I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but anyway. So you're on the borderline, but the two layers. Okay, I'm trying to make this simple. The two lowest layers of the epidermis, you still have living cells. So you're not. It's not like with hair where everything's completely dead. You're still working on some things that are living. Besides it being more intense because it's a shorter program, and depending on your school and how it sets up, some schools are more flexible if you're working. Like the school that I'm going to, for the first 2 months, we got to go to school for 7 hours, but then it's flexible after that. They work with you because they know some people are working. Oh, a major difference is I'm a very laughable person. I laugh easy. I like to laugh loud, really loud when someone's when I'm in a moment. But in the spa, you gotta be really quiet and you gotta relax, and you do a lot of meditation. So it's opposites, like usually you'll talk to your client. For those of you who don't want your client to talk back to you, aesthetics could be for you, but just don't do waxing, because if you do waxing, you're gonna be messing with the sensitive areas, or like some of the laser treatments, because you're gonna have to interact more with your client. You're still interacting when you do facials and face wax. You're still interacting a little bit. You're walking them through it. You do a little bit of consultation, but not so much as with hair. With hair, you're continuously talking to your client. You're trying to get them to stay, depending on the situation. Some clients want to relax, but some clients, you're their therapist, so you try to talk to them and talk it out. So, all right, here's the sleepy video for those of you who want to watch it. So, thanks. The pictures that you're seeing right now is part of my new lace wig project. I got to start practicing for the theater season that's coming up. I haven't docked my time. I'm just practicing working with lace. It's a mustache that I designed, so I'm just getting in the habit of being a lady. I basically pinned everything to a wig head and just started working it out. I'm using yaki hair right now. So, but anywho, other than that, I also want to discuss about the difference between going to a cosmetology school and an esthetician school, for those who want to know which one is worth it. Cosmetology is a little bit longer. You get a lot of information depending on what school you go to. I went to 2 schools. One of the schools was strictly a beta. You learned nothing but a beta. You learned all the beta concepts, and you only learned one way of cutting. And then I transferred to a school called Polari, and at that school they had 5 color lines. I learned several different types of hair cutting. They're all basic. There's 4 basic haircuts, and I learned a lot about products and stuff, and I got to go see some cool things at that school. I got exposure to a lot of things, and now they're doing like a study abroad deal. I really don't know all the details of it, but just depending on the school that you go to, you can find out a lot of information. Esthetician school, I'm in my 3rd week. It's a little bit more intense because you don't have as much time, so you have to go over so many things in a short amount of period. The thing with the esthetician is it's more specific. You're focusing just on skin. You're not doing a lot of, how can I say this? I'm trying to find my words. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I had to get my thoughts together. So like I was saying, esthetician school is more specific. You're more focused in just the epidermis. The dermis is outside your scope. So so they teach you about different facials. You learn 20 different facials. At the school I'm going to a holistic school, so they're all about oils and being natural, which is what I wanted to do anyway. So at this particular school, I'm getting a lot of exposure to different programs, and I'm finally getting everything in line for what I wanted, what my goals are, you know. So I'm working all the programs out so I can finally stop going to school. If you have any specific questions, just let me know. I know right now I'm really tired, so I'm pretty sure I'll think of some better things about the difference between cosmetology school and esthetician school. They're both good programs. It just depends on what goals you have and where you want to go, because they both require practice. And you just gotta get good at your craft. And some people specialize. You can specialize and be really good and talented, and people will seek you out. So. Alright, maybe I'll make another video in more detail. I'll gather my thoughts when I'm not just coming out of school. So, okay.